You are.
Here I am.
Okay. Let me give you the information that was handed down to me. From the minute I received the fax, I've been calling. All right. Representational address. Are you ready?
Yes.
The opposite address to yours which still reflects around your sign in are 10.
One. Yes. 10.
Wade Road,
All right. Road.
okay, you were signed over under Maine. Maine,
Mm-hmm.
and the zip code would have been Z.
All right.
And the banking area. Have you ever done business with T as in Tony, D as in Dallas Bank before, Barb, TD?
I don't think so.
That's where your protective entry was signed.
Okay.
So that's the name on the banking area, the address on the banking area, and what else do you need?
I think that's all I need.
All right.
Now
What I
the
need,
account that's 9927, is that Bank of America?
what account are you talking about?
The one you gave me the other day that's got the 2.5 million in it. Is that a Bank of America? Or hello? Hello?
Yes, Barb, I lost you. What were you saying? That's the
The
account you are attached to.
right, the one you gave me, the nine that's got the account number nine
But that's not
eight
the
five
account that you're
nine
going to
two
use
seven.
over the phone. That's not the
Is
account
that
you're going to use now.
is
How are
that
you going
Bank
to
of
use
America?
that to do it online if it's not a personal area? That's why I said personal areas, Barb.
Well, what do you mean by
That
area?
account that
Hello?
Barb, I don't know why you keep disconnected. So
I
I sent you a message just now.
I don't
Personal
know
banking
either.
area that you normally would do a wire from, Barb. That's why I explained to you so many times, right? If you go online to do it from that attached account, or you going to do it online from
Was
that
that Bank
account
of
has to be attached
America?
to the. No, can you hear
What
me?
bank is it? I
That is
thought
the
it was
Federal Reserve Bank.
Federal Reserve Bank.
It's not Bank of America. The Bank of America account, you did not recheck on that account. That was the account that contained the 18.5 that has been now sorted with some of your bonus. That's the 24.2. I think you're with me, but you're not. I'm ahead of you. I need to get back with you now and go over this part. You're not with me.
Well, if I'm not transferring from that bank, what am I transferring from?
I said to you, Barb, there is an account that is personally listed to you you're not listed fully, under Bank of America. That 978 account would have been attached to. It's attached to that anonymously. When you do the transaction and it takes the reading on your representation, it sends back to your personal account. So the personal account I'm talking about is the 5 digits I want to give to you now to see if it corresponds. You couldn't go online and do a transfer from there, Barb. It would have to be from your personal Bank of America account. And when you do that, the reimbursed sign-ins go back to the Bank of America account, even though you have the attachment to the 2.5 million that you activated yesterday. So each time I'm missing a point, you need to let me know and I can go over that point that you have a full understanding. If you go online to do the wires from the 978 account, how do you do that? That would have to be attached to your local account,
Well, I don't
right?
know.
When you
That's what I'd have to ask you how to do it because I don't know how to get in that account.
exactly. So that's what I was explaining to you earlier today. And I said, if you don't understand, you're not going to be doing anything. Not that I'm trying to be the boss right now, but until you have a full understanding, it does not make any sense because everything will be turned over, Barb. And if you don't understand, you can wind up having complications. That's the bottom line.
Oh,
You don't,
okay.
you're collecting over a certain amount. You need to have a full grounded understanding. That's why I said to you on the Bank of America account, Barb, let me call these figures and you tell me if they're on there, please.
What
So
figures from where?
the Bank of America account, your personal account now. Not that I need the numbers, I'm going to give the numbers that are on file for the attachment to you and you tell me if they're correct. If you're seeing them on your account, you don't need to give them to me. I'm telling you what's registered on the system that you're able to do what you're doing on the transfer. I don't know why I'm losing you in terms of the format. I don't think I'm taking the format across to you clearly enough or something, Barb, but I don't understand, right? Remember, all the transactions that have been done, Barb, they've been done under Barbara Brady, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
The only difference on the transactions for the tax removals is they are not from your personal account. When I say that, like your Bank of America account, that's your personal account. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Good. If you're not understanding me, Barb, it's okay for you to say so. And if there is something you don't agree with, speak up on that also and let me explain and move along from there that we can get
Okay.
somewhere, please.
Well,
All right.
what's the account number of the account that I'm transferring it from?
The account number, I'm going to give it to you now. What I'm seeing, this says personal Bank of America information.
Okay.
You don't know your account number?
Well, you haven't given it to me.
The ones I'm seeing, right? Ready? I'm not going to give
Yes.
it to you like in full going across like that. I'm going to give you figures and you tell me if they're listed on your account so we know if we're correct. I have five. At least three of them has to be connected. We're looking for a six. Barb, we're looking for a six.
Looking for a six where?
Listen to me, Barb. This is something now I'm going to go over for another 10 minutes. All right? If you catch on to this, you catch on. If not, they need to send you a letter. I've been on this very long and your dates are not going to catch up on me. So I'm ready again. You have a Bank of America account, yes or no?
Do I have a
Do
bank
you have a
account at
Bank of
Bank of
America
America?
account?
Yes.
Very good. The account that you activated yesterday, Barb, is what's going to be at your advantage anonymously, which means privately, right? When you use your Bank of America account, that's why I tell you you can do the 5 step format or you can do one sign in if it's available on your end. You can do the 5-step format or you can do one transaction. On the 5-step format, it's 50,000 each transaction, which is documented and was signed over to the account I gave you on the 978. I don't have to mention all the numbers, right? When you do the transaction, Barb, it's automatically signed to 978. The difference is the banking area. We're dealing with Barbara Brady. I'm trying to get you on the tax removal status form. There has been 2.9 million and 70,000 paid in your regards. You did not put a dime to that. Neither was anything taken from your amount that was issued and listed under your name. The account you listened in on yesterday was the one you activated. Even if Mary comes to tell you something different, it's ridiculous. The account you called in on yesterday was activated using your phone numbers. Good, we're past that. You're going to do the wire transfer, Barb, to the protective account I gave to you, which is also listed under your name, not openly. I don't know if I'm coming in clear enough. Not openly, I repeat.
Okay.
Barb, can you hear me or am I talking to
Yes,
me?
I hear
Can you hear
you.
me? Good.
Yes, I hear
Very
you.
good. Okay. Now, when you do the transactions, Barb, they are supposed to represent you from your account. Even though you're not paying for anything, that's the reason why the company did it in that format that I gave you. A protective account containing 998,000, just a rough figure, is what's listed to be on your account because that's what's on the account that you are working with. Barb,
Hmm.
because you're not paying for anything, the protective account that was issued to you, you're going to format the 250,000 to that account. After the recovery information is taken, they're going to send that back, format that amount back to you. I need you to understand that the taxes have already been concluded. They're now waiting on you to stamp and seal the documents. Now, the
What do you mean by
250,000
format an amount? I don't understand what that means, format an amount.
for an amount, what? What did you say, Barb?
Did the
Repeat your
word,
question,
did
please.
you say format?
When I say that, compose it. Sign in. When they format the amount to you, simply means they have taken that amount. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh, I've never heard
Excuse
that
me.
word used in a bank before. All right.
It's all right. It's not in the banking system totally, Barb. It's the
Mm-hmm.
system that takes care of the transaction going into the banking system. So they
Oh.
can name it whatever they want, depending on their protective area. If they don't want to if they don't want to say transaction based on the protective service, they can say format. That's not important. What's important is for you to grasp what we're dealing with.
Hmm.
Deal with it and get past it. If we're not getting past it, you let me know. Skip to a new page. Very simple. I'm very much saying to you that the 250,000 that you need on the representation, it's already covered, Barb. The only thing is it's not covered publicly, right? Whenever you do the transaction, however you choose to do it, that it can be registered on the tax removal listing, it's already accounted for funding wise, if you understand what I mean. You've already been funded for it. Simply means the account you activated yesterday that you listened in on the amount, 250,000 taken from that bar, there's still 2,250,000 left.
Hmm.
The point of the matter is you're not using that money to pay for anything. You're going to
Okay.
use it to represent yourself on the tax removal. I'm tired to go over that part though. To represent yourself on the tax removal. If you do the transaction, Barb, and it's not reversed to you, it overlaps the amount being paid already for you, and that can pose a conjunction. So that will not happen. So you're not paying for anything. You are putting the inputs in place that the tax format that has already been met can follow under what you have done. Simply means the tax payment has already been registered. Your amount being registered at the top of all transactions can have everything else follow right behind that. So you have no complication in the future. Barb, that is very simple. And you said you don't take very long to understand things. So I think I'm going over this a lot of times. I think you've already grasped that. All right. And I think you've already grasped what needs to be done. So it's where are we right now? Let me know. Because everything is set in place. I'm just waiting on you to send in the confirmations and get it straightened out.
Okay,
Any
well,
more
I'm
questions?
ready. No, I'm ready.
Barb, do you understand what you're doing?
Well, I'm pretty sure I do.
You understand what you're doing. When you're
Yes.
through doing the transaction, Barb, you're supposed to get a confirmation. Can you call me, please, and let me have the confirmation listed? Thank you.
What?
Barb, are you there? Hold on,
Yes.
let me see this. Let me put these back to your file because I'm through with these sets of documents. These are already stamped. Barb, do you have any questions for me, or could you please go ahead and let me see what's happening on your end, please?
Well, where is the money going to transfer from? What
What
account
are
is
you
the money?
asking me, Barb?
What
Really?
ac-
What's the
what account?
question? When you say where's it going to transfer from, you mean
Well, you
back to
have to
your
stop
personal
talking
account?
for a minute and let me say something. Where is the account that I'm transferring the money out of?
Barb, do you want me to give you my account for you to do it, and then you can sign over everything under me, please? Or are you gonna? I said your personal account, Barb. That's what the transaction is listed to go into. That's what I'm waiting on you to pull.
Well, I understand the money will go into my personal account, but you're saying you
hmm
want me to transfer money out of somewhere. Where am I transferring it out of?
If it goes into your personal account, Barb, where would you transfer it from? Your personal account. You don't need to ask that question.
I know the money's going to
You're the
go
one I'm
into.
waiting on to do the sign-in on the representation. I said your personal account.
Why I understand.
Once like Barbara Brady, Barb, it can't be transferred from any other account because it cannot be returned to any other account. If it's not Barbara Brady on the account, it's not going to work. It's bottom line. And I explained that to you thoroughly today. I think over 5 times in motion.
All right. So it's I'm transferring it from my Bank of America account that I already have.
If that is your account, Barb, that is registered to you personally without anyone else listed to it, yes, because that's the area that the transfer will be referred back to.
Well, where's the money coming from? Hello? Hello?